Okay, this is March 29th, about 12:40 in the morning. Southbound I-5 at the Grapevine inspection station. I was given the red light to come around for an inspection. Level 1 inspection completed, and the inspector informs me my third axle brakes are not working. And I just had this truck in the shop on Friday, which was, what was Friday? Friday the 25th. Had the truck in the shop on the 25th on Friday. They did the annual federal inspection, replaced all 10 tires on my tractor, and adjusted the brakes. At the end of the inspection, I have been informed that Vehicle Code Section 26453, California Vehicle Code, inoperative or defective brake parts. Third right and left brakes inoperative. Third axle right left brakes inoperative. We're going to crawl underneath and we're going to go check, because I did my vehicle inspection earlier today and everything was working fine. Now all of a sudden my brakes aren't working, so I have to investigate this. Okay, this is March 29th. It's about 12:40 in the morning on the 29th. I'm at the CHP inspection station, Arvin, California, just before going over the Grapevine. They said my brakes on the third axle are not working, and we're gonna find out. I'm gonna go under there, I'm gonna check the foot brake, I'm gonna check the parking brake, and I'm gonna check the brakes released. Stand by. Okay, this is the third brake, rear drive axle. Obviously, this is with the foot pedal down. You can clearly see that the brake is on, is applied by the foot pedal. Now, once again, this is with the parking brake set. Once again, clearly the brakes are applied. Again, I have no idea why the inspector is saying that they're not working. Okay, this is the third brake, rear drive axle. Obviously, this is with the foot pedal down. You can clearly see that the brake is on, is applied by the foot pedal. Okay, now I released the foot brake. And the shaft is back in. So the brakes are working. The inspector here is telling me that they're not working. Something fishy's going on. The mechanic has not got here yet. They're supposed to come up from the TA. Clearly, the brakes are working. Why they say they're not working, I do not know. This is the southbound inspection station just before the Grapevine in Arvin, California. Okay, the mechanic from the Petro just crawled under, and we did the whole brake check thing, and everything seems to be working just fine. and he can't see why they wrote me up, and I don't see why they wrote me up. Nothing is wrong with the brakes. Just confirmed it, and he's on the phone with his boss now to see if he can explain the situation to them and maybe come in there and tell the CHP officer inside that there's nothing wrong. So we'll see what happens. Now on re-inspection of the brakes, I'm back in bay number 1. Re-inspection of the brakes. They found nothing wrong, so they have to cancel out my fix-it ticket and correct my report. Okay, it's 3:25 in the afternoon now. Just an update on this report. The CHP inspector and the officer marked this down as violations cleared, which normally sounds like a good thing. However, in this case it's not a good thing because the report still exists. The report number still exists. The violation on the report still exists, even though it's false. Doesn't matter that it's false. It still exists on paper. It still exists in their computer system. It's going to exist on my CSA 2010 score, or CSA, Comprehensive Safety and Analysis, or Accountability, sorry. This report was a false report, should have never been generated. The violation should have never been indicated on this report because there never was a violation. My reinspection and the mechanic's validation of the reinspection and his own reinspection proves to the officers and the inspector that this report is a false report, should have never been made, and instead of voiding the citation and voiding the report, the citation and the report still exist in their computer system. And basically the only way it helped me was I didn't get shut down at the scale and have to pay the out-of-pocket fee for the proof of correction. I've been in contact with OOIDA, the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association, and I've already got a reply from them on a course of action for this. Maybe a legal course of action in federal court, possibly. And this kind of practice needs to stop. California Highway Patrol has done this to me once before in Truckee, at the Truckee scale, westbound to I-80, on a false report of brakes being out of adjustment. I actually had to pay a fine on that one of about $125 or $127. And according to OOIDA, this kind of thing is happening a lot lately and needs to stop. This is my documentation of it. I hope I don't have to use it in an official way, but if I do, I have it. You saw when I went back under myself, checked the brakes, everything's working fine. Video documentation is priceless. Priceless. So that's it for now. We'll see what happens, and if I have anything to update, I will update. Okay, one last note on this subject. To the drivers, always do your vehicle inspections like you're supposed to do at the beginning of every trip. And in California, vehicle inspections must be made at the beginning and the end of each day, each driving day. In California, that's the law. To the CHP, my warning is cameras are rolling, capturing a lot of your reckless driving, weaving in and out of traffic, no signals, speeding, excessive speeding all the time. I have many, many clips of this, and I'm going to be posting them, among other reckless driving. And now I'm going to start recording all my inspections and all the facilities that I get pulled into from now on. As in this case, this was an illegal write-up. So watch out. Video's rolling.